Hey, Master Mark Kanaar here today, and today's master message is going to be about perseverance and why it's so important. Okay, perseverance is one of the tenets in Taekwondo. Perseverance means to always strive to do your best. And the reason why that's important is that is a huge, huge part of character development. Okay, you want to have a strong character, go through some perseverance, really push yourself, always strive to do your best. And one of the things we do in martial arts in order to push people and their perseverance is we have them set goals. If you do jujitsu, like I do jujitsu, you have white belt, blue belt, purple belt, brown belt, black belt, and your goal is to get that belt. And it takes a long time. And, if I said it one style had a lot of perseverance, it would definitely be Brazilian jiu-jitsu. And in Taekwondo, we have the ranks broken up, and one of the things that's nice about Taekwondo and karate and some of the traditional styles is the kids don't have to wait as long for their rank, but they could set goals and kind of achieve it. All right. And they have perseverance trying to do that. They have to come to a certain number of classes. They have to be there on time. They have to have discipline. And you're working with the kid to get better and better and better. And what I do is sometimes I see online that really baffles me is when people just jump rank or they just buy their rank. There's a guy I knew that got his black belt off the internet. It was like a 5th degree black belt. And he didn't really know anything. Well, the thing that was bad about it was he was like a green belt in the style. Like he actually trained up to green belt. But then he just bought this 5th degree black belt. And, he's out here doing stuff and teaching and things like that. And it was hard to say, well, is this guy a legit 5th Dan? We don't know where he's from. Well, the thing is that he cheated himself. He cheated himself out of all that character development that he could have had. You know what develops when somebody does that? Not their character. You know what develops? It's their ego. Their ego develops. And let me show you, I'll give you a perfect example of how someone's ego develops. You ever meet someone who wins the lotto? All of a sudden, they're like way up here. But you want to know what happens to those people most of the time? Like 90% of the people that win the lotto, the next few years, they go bankrupt because they didn't have the character development to understand how to control or how to finance themselves if they have that much money. They're completely out of control. And that's why when I'm in martial arts, I just do not like to hang around people who jump rank. It's just the way I am. It's like, you jumped rank. Right now, you honestly believe you're better than everybody else. And that is going to be something that's going to be your downfall. Okay? Like the Bible says, the pride comes before the fall. Okay? And when you fall, when you're prideful, it's a long way down. And that's why you should always have perseverance. Perseverance should always trump that pridefulness. Okay? Perseverance has nothing to do with having a big ego. It has everything to do with developing your character inside. And when you know all the struggle that you went through to get what you actually deserved and what actually earned, you have respect for all those other people out there that are trying to do the same thing you did. All right? That's the way that it is. And if you don't believe me, think about the rich kid whose parents paid for everything. When you talk to them, they don't understand about the struggle. They're just like, what are you talking about, man? Why couldn't you do that? Well, you didn't have to struggle because somebody enabled you to get to where you are. You didn't go through it, And in my life, I always try to go through the struggle. Some people say, hey, why do you always take the hard way? I said, man, that's the best way to really mold your character and build your spirit. Because life isn't easy. Life is pretty hard. And you want to know something? If you build that perseverance, you build that character, you build that spirit, you're going to live a great life because you're going to develop something called self-confidence and self-esteem to get through the struggles and to know and believe in yourself that you can face the hardships when you have to. And that's one of the biggest reasons to join martial arts is to push yourself and that perseverance. Don't take those shortcuts. Go for the long haul. Stick with it. I was talking to my buddy Master Rocha the other day. We were talking about lifers and how we've been in martial arts for a long time and we have our own little group. I could say it's like a clique, so to speak. It's not a bad clique, but we get together and we train and we know we're lifers. We know we've been in it for over 20 years. We've been friends for over 20 years. And there's something special, something unique. And when we train together, we talk about the struggle. We talk about how students don't understand it, how they really want something that they didn't deserve yet sometimes, you know. We talked about the character development and the perseverance, and they could see the same things I see. And it's just really great to be able to talk like to somebody like that. Because sometimes when you understand something and nobody else does, it's a lonely world because they just don't understand what you're talking about. But I want you guys to think about it. If you're training in martial arts, have that perseverance. Don't take that shortcut because in the long run, it's going to make you have a strong spirit, a strong character, and in the end, that builds an ultimate form of confidence. And you know what? People are attracted to that. They're attracted to that like a light. When you know your stuff, people admire you, and it makes your name sound really great. They're like, hey, I know so-and-so because that person didn't take any shortcuts, and that person's great. So remember, perseverance. Always strive to do your best, and you have to go through the long haul. That's just the way that it is. So I hope you guys have a great day. That's my master's message, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.